Hello everyone, Praise here, and welcome back to more of Tears of the Kingdom. Last time, we pretty much cleared out, well, pretty much the rest of this region. Also, something I noticed in editing that I want to look at really quick here. You'll forgive me while I do this, because I noticed it in editing, and I want to make sure I have a thing, I want to make sure I have something highlighted. I guess maybe it's not here? There's basically a floating island that's much in the style where I've been putting these pins for these grass bits. Or these leaves. I noticed in editing that there was one that I didn't have highlighted. And it was on the trip down here to this area. And I guess I'm just kind of combing what I can here. But yeah, it was like somewhere around, excuse me, around this area where I noticed it. And for some reason, I guess I just didn't mark it. I'll probably see it again when I'm in the sky, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. But yeah, we cleaned out this whole area leading up to Mount Rome and this area around the Thundra Plateau. Huh. Weird. But now, we're basically going to handle these points that I've marked here on the map, and then we're going to cut across the major middle area of this place. But also of note, I do want to mention that I did take a quick trip to Hyrule Castle and got myself a couple of Royal Guards bits of equipment. Just the two. Because I didn't want to have... I have enough... Even though I say I need more single-handed weapons, the Master Sword will always be here. And I'll probably pick up more single-handed weapons as we go. So I picked up a lot of... I picked up a couple of Royal Guard stuff, including a Royal Guard shield. That's really all I did off camera. Anyway. My explanation of off-camera stuff and last time aside, let's head off into today's set of objectives, which is going to be pretty much right here. As I stopped to listen. Thank you. Where did it go? It's not hanging off the side here, is it? Or anything. It's just... Oh, it's on top of the horse. And, of course, there's a thunderstorm. Is that a... Oh, those are bird's eggs. I've just, looked over to the side. Like, wait, what is that on the top of that tree? It is bird's eggs. That's something else I think we might do in between videos here. In between... Maybe not between videos. In between regions here is we might take a quick break just to go get... go to Korok Forest just to increase our capacity. But, before I get electrocuted... I don't have anything that just reduce. Okay, well, no shield time, I guess. And bow. Oh yeah, I picked up a bow too. I just realized it. I guess it was the most recent one. So, all right. Do this just so it'll go electrocuted in the rain. Anyway, but yeah, there's we're gonna handle the quests that are on here. Oh yeah, we're gonna go play a mini game and do a thing. Okay, I'm back on task. Don't worry. So, before I handle pen stuff, let me go see if there's anybody else with a quest chilling around here. I think a lot of times in stables that, like, it's either, like, one quest or no quests. Also, here, curiosity. Does Master Sword counts as metallic, even though it's not metallic? Okay, hold on. We're gonna do something incredibly quick and stupid. Don't shock me, don't shock me, don't shock me. I'm holding the button to switch off this, thank you. Anyway. Yeah, I don't see anybody else, but I do see a well, which I'll just gonna go jump into really quick here. Ooh, we left some peppers here. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually kind of nice to come back to. It's kind of nice to come back to Tears of the Kingdom again, just because. It's nice to come back to Tears of the Kingdom purely because I recorded some stuff that wasn't Tears of the Kingdom, which you'll see probably in a couple months' time. Oops. But it's nice to come back and not have like this while doing this Tears of the Kingdom stuff and go, man, I have this huge backlog of stuff that I have to just trudge through now. I have this huge backlog of videos to get to once I'm done with Tears of the Kingdom, and just now I'm just able to like, well, maybe I'll just play the game again for like the first time in a long while. Maybe I'll just play the game, and then when I'm finished, playing the. This is all according to Cake, don't worry. And then when I'm finished recording, I can just... Yeah, when I'm finished with the recording, I can just you know, I can go to the editing floor. Do we want to call it the editing floor? I don't like how that works. Hold on. Plan that. I didn't, but we'll say I planned it. I'm able to actually just like turn around. If I want to, once I'm done with today's session, I can just turn around and record it all. Bish bash bosh and be done with it. But knowing me, I probably won't do that. Why is there a fire pit down here? I'm gonna start moving rocks around and aside just in case. Unless this. Oh, hello. The path continues. But also, some hidden treasure. But yeah, like I'm now kind of on task with my quote unquote setup, my daily life where I can just, you know, play the game, have fun with it, and then when I'm done with it, I can choose to either record, or I can choose to edit that recording session or record more if I want to, and not have to worry about anything else. It's a flow I haven't really been able to be into for a while with this game, because I usually will record up to like a month's worth of Tears of the Kingdom. And then I'll record an additional little thing of like a new game that came up. Like I'm gonna play and record this because, or I'm gonna record and play this because it's the new hotness. And if I don't record it now, everybody else will ruin it for me. That's basically what I've been on and been doing the last 2 to 3 months. Yeah, I can just enjoy my games now, without having to worry about FOMO, fear of missing out. Anyway. Me complaining aside, I don't think there's any other quests I can really do or worry about. Right? Oh. Western Boonies. Alright, thank you. And looks like the rain's clearing up right at 5 o'clock. Well, let's talk to the stable keeper here. Get ourselves a pony point, which I don't know what the next reward is, even though I pretty much have said it's just more ponies. But with that all handled, let's take care of the quest here.
Howdy trace of the recipe remains, just the remnants of half-eaten helium pine cones. Hey, Pana, you're looking good. Were you also pulled to this place by the inescapable tug of a story?
Nah, I was pulled here because there's a quest line here.
I'm chasing some new chops and wobbles from my beloved little beds. A group of goats is a herd, or a troop, or a trip, or a tribe. Anyway, this stable has been raising a small herd of white goats. Or it was until all the white goats up and vanished all of a sudden.
It could be because, you know, the gate to the pen is completely open. Or there is no gate to speak of. Or the fact that goats could probably jump this fence twice over.
That has nothing to do with it. Are you sure about that? No, not at all.
That's what I thought. I just now noticed he's got pen quills for his little ponytail or hat. That's adorable. I have just now noticed that, and that's stupid. I love it. Things you learn about a game playing it for another time.
That's not why this stops, though. Some have said the Princess Zelda may have also been involved. Anyway, why don't we have a talk with Chork, the guy who is taking care of these white goats? I'll look for more clues. Perhaps, Pana, time for you to get to work. There's been a big scoop here. I can feel it.
Okay, well, what's the scoop? Hey, buddy, have you seen some white goats around here? I give these goats all the love and care in the world, but the other day they ran off together. They didn't even finish their food before they left. The Hylian pine cones weren't eaten. Follow Princess Zelda's recipe perfectly, but could have been fed the feed that drove them off. You got a recipe? Yeah, Princess Zelda shared a recipe when she visited the stable a while back. It's really amazing how much she knows about the animals. I never would have expected her to be developing healthy feed recipes. In this case, it's a recipe for a special kind of feed for white goats. The main ingredient calls for fresh Hylian pine cones. It's actually pretty unusual. It requires you to mix the pine cone in whole. You don't grind them down or anything. Here, take this cantaloupe, that rock melon. Take this cantaloupe, eat it. What about I cut it open? No, just eat it. It's fine. I I didn't want my wonderful white goats to eat the recipe the princess gave me, so I put it in a glass bottle. But a big storm came through one day and blew the bottle off somewhere. Wasn't able to find it after that, so I've been making the recipe from memory since then. But what would make the white goats spit up the hilly hindcones and run off like that? Hindcones, by the way. Don't worry, I'm listening to myself talk every now and again, and I know I sound stupid. Did they really hate Princess Zelda's recipe that much? Well, we have a breadcrumb trail of sorts. It's actually all these pine cones, and I'm pretty sure everybody will make note of that. Make note of that specific that there's pine cones and other little things scattered about. Now, if you want some quick upward aerial momentum, you can grab these pine cones as you go along. I'm going to leave them because I don't really think they have much use. In fact, how many pine cones do I even have? As I zoom past all my monster parts to get to my vegetables. I'm calling it a vegetable. Somewhere around here it should be. Maybe I lied. By type. This is the stupid thing I do. Okay, acorn. Do I not have pine cones? Have I really been that adamant? Ooh, rugged rhino beetle. Good. Have I really been that adamant about not collecting pine cones that I just don't have any? Nope, I have some. Don't worry. Literally had a moment of, huh, am I really that stubborn? I'm not going to start picking them up now. But yeah, just follow the trail of pine cones. They'll lead you to your end goal. I don't know if somebody actually calls out the fact that these pine cones are just like, or calls out the fact that the goats had pine cones with them, or that's like a breadcrumb kind of thing. Also, give me that flutterby. Mariposa. Mariposa! Gracias. But yeah, just follow the trail of pine cones. This is really all this story is. I feel like I actually looked this up because I was pretty much done with the game and I wanted to be done with the game. It's like, oh, this is the quest just chain I need to finish up for the Lucky Clover Gazette. Fine. What is the stable's whole thing? And yeah, so I want to say this one in particular I looked up, but now that I understand the hints and everything, it's just like, oh, well, now I'm just an idiot. Oh, darners. Darners. Thanks, Tolan. Anyway, we're almost at the end point. Hey, look! Some white goats! Don't feed them the pine cones. I think I'll make them more upset. Hey, look! A bottle. Whoa, those are my white goats! So this is where they ran off to. My boy, listen, my man. Two things. One, triple up the height of your fence. Goats are good at jumping. And they're good at, like, climbing anything that's not a sheer 90-degree angle. 89 degrees, they're going to climb that. Thank you for agreeing with me, goat. Two, a gate. They walked out on their own accord. There. I'm just glad to see you. Are you all okay? I'll take that as a yes. Headbutts him off a cliff. You're the one who found them? Thank you. I won't forget this. This bottle. This is what I was using to keep Princess Zelda's recipe safe. Let me see it. I need to check the recipe. Yes. Wait! Oh no! Grind the pine cone into a powder. I'm not supposed to use the pine cones whole. I should have known something was off. It did look really hard to eat. Again, here. Eat this cantaloupe. Don't crack it open first. Just eat right through it like an apple. I'm sorry. I hurt you all when I thought I was helping. It was all my fault. I would have run away too. I can't believe I doubted the recipe the Princess Zelda shared with me. I should have noticed my mistake right away. After all, I really do want to take the best possible care of the goats. But it's not just about what kind of food you feed them, right? It's important to show them you care with all your heart, as it comes with taking care of any animal. I swear that from now on, I will take care of you all with the same kindness and compassion that Princess Zelda displays. That's the best way to show my gratitude for her sharing the recipe with me. Oh, and I really can't thank you enough for finding my white goats. And the recipe. We're going to head back to the stable. You take care. Man, my throat is doing some fun stuff.
Hey, Pana! I saw everything, Pana. The perfect investigation with a happy ending. I'd expect nothing less from you. Do you think it's coincidence that that the missing white goats and the lost recipe were the same place? I have another theory. Maybe the white goats set out to find the bottle themselves because they couldn't stand to eat the wrong recipe anymore.
Animals, a lot of animals are surprisingly intelligent. We just can't communicate with them effectively.
I don't think that's the case, but it does make you wonder, doesn't it?
You'd be surprised how smart some animals are.
You know, we've now chased 5 of the leads that might have had something to do with Princess Zelda. Your investigations are the talk of the office of the Lucky Clover Gazette. I can speak, I swear. You've really shown some promise. And it turns out the paper is doing really well thanks to the articles we've been putting together. Which is why Trace told me we're both getting raises. Go on and add this to your nest egg, partner.
So I'm pretty sure after you're on your fifth of your, was it 13 or 14? There's 13 to 14 stables around here that you have stories to cover. So on your fifth, on your 5th story you cover, the money you get from these quests now goes from 50 to 100.
Alright, I'm gonna hurry back to HQ and bring word of these stories' conclusions to our readers. See you later, partner. I look forward to chasing the big scoop with you. Sana!
Ah, goofy bird. But yeah, that was... Yeah, is it? Oh, hey, well, we're gonna head. I guess we're gonna do some moving around. Seeing as we're skipping over a chunk of map, I guess we're gonna head back and do that later. Good thing I went there. So, I guess the best way to handle this is actually to go back up here and jump across. But we're gonna go. We're gonna get a Dragon's Tear, do a minigame, and then we're gonna start region hopping and handling a bunch of other things I said we were gonna do at the end of the last episode. Also of note, that's something I do want to mention regarding episode lengths, because I'm going to preempt some comments and be like, wow, this episode was like dang near an hour or is dang near 40 minutes long. Why was this one episode near 40 minutes long? And I'll be honest with you, I in good conscience wasn't going to make an episode that was only 15 minutes in length, 2 15-minute length episodes when I had the content there. And I didn't want to be like, and I didn't want to wait the potential week and a half, 2 weeks it would take me to get through all the content I had to edit, to just hang on to that bit of raw footage and then stack it on the end of a video. Oh wait, darners. But yeah, I don't want to like have footage just sitting out there in my computer without backing it up. I don't like doing that. Because, I mean, it may not seem like it, but I'm somebody who has knowledge of and does work with technology in his day-to-day life outside of the content creation space. I do have, like, without the paperwork that says, yes, I do have my associates in IT, so I kind of understand technology and know that no matter what you do with technology, have enough in mind to create at least a single backup of everything you do. If you can make more than one backup of everything you do that. Which is why I'm currently like, which is why nowadays, even though it's probably not a thing yet, I do occasionally check up on my off-computer drive bay and be like, okay, how many more videos can I stuff onto this before I have to start looking at another erroneously large size hard drive to store more videos on. And I do want to eventually get to a point where I can store even more videos. Like, it's a thing called you're gonna have like some computer learnings here today, folks. Congratulations, you're now learning about the IT world. I do want to get some extra bits of storage to do what is called grandfathering. I missed. That one wasn't even moving that time. Anyway. Not this time, buddy. But yeah, I do want to, at some point here, I do want to invest in the technology to be able to, actually, it's not going to do a whole lot, but let's go ahead and just get ourselves a long blade. Oh, I can put a shield back on. I just realized I've been walking around without a shield this whole time. I'm the smart one. But yeah, I do want to, at some point soon here, like, get some, do what's called grandfathered, which is you basically, you create a backup, like, you make a backup of whatever you have, and then you make a backup of that backup. Two levels of backups, that way if one fails, you still have another one available. And, like I said, and repeating myself from not even a minute ago, it's just called grandfathering. That's literally what that process is called. So if you, somebody who may also do videos or does art or stores your VODs from streaming or anything like that, like if you store anything locally, get a couple layers of hard drives if you can saved up so you can back up and have a grandfather backup of everything. Anyway, I'll stop boring you about details about how the IT world works. Let's have a cutscene involving a tear so we can learn about the terrible might of Ganondorf once again, probably.
Are you well? You seem a bit distracted.
I apologize. I keep getting lost in my thoughts, thinking about how I can return home. With your power over time, if I were able to learn that kind of control, I might be one step closer to my era.
I see. The secret is to think of it like drawing out the object's memory. You ask the object where it was, how it arrived where it is now, and then you coax it back to that original moment in time.
The object's memory.
I'm sure it will become almost like second nature, and you will be able to find your way home. But Zelda, there is more on your mind than just that.
Huh?
You, of course, do want to get back to your time. But you also desperately want to help us out in this era. Am I close to the truth?
How did you know?
I do not believe it is possible to keep anything secret from Sonia.
Oh, your concern is very sweet, Zelda. But listen, you can focus your attention on returning home. After all, you possess more than power over time. You have a sacred power that can dispel evil. Both of these powers will help you protect your own era.
Queen Sonia.
And of course, you must make it home safe to put Link's mind at ease.
Link? That is not a name I have heard.
He is a royal knight. He had been originally appointed for my protection. But later, he became a hero by saving both me and Hyrule from a great evil.
Oh, a hero is he?
He is so very dedicated, and he refuses to back down from any challenge. He is very strong. And his heart is good and true.
Ah, I can see that you have absolute faith in him. Hearing you speak so highly of Link, I find myself wanting to meet him as well.
Indeed. I would also like to meet him. He must be quite the brave, courageous knight. What a picture Zelda paints of him.
It's good to note there actually was some happy times in the Hyrule of the past. Anyway, everyone, I do want to thank you all so much for watching this episode of Tears of the Kingdom. And come back next time when we will probably play a driving game. I'll see you folks then. Take care.